Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nerf Nerd. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different with the coding, although I will still be showing you part of the coding in, as close to real time as I can get. Of course, I'm always trying to keep my time as down as possible because, well, YouTube can't have me doing too long of videos. So, we're going to be continuing on our Scratch project. And as you may notice, I've added in this. So the nice thing about these wave parts in the bottom is that, yeah, they come in like that, which is really cool. So what I'm thinking of doing is having it where this kind of just goes wavy all around it, and whenever it's hit by something, it will do a small ripple effect. Now, I'm not sure entirely how I'm going to get that done, but I will show you for the first part exactly how I made it do this. Oh, well, where it goes all the way across the screen. And it does the same thing at the top, although it's kind of harder to see. So, for the first part, you want to get just one enemy. Set is, and then we're going to make a variable called expose. I called it expose, which is short for exposition. Mostly because that's kind of a term used in things like actual coding languages such as C sharp. Yeah. So that is a variable, and you'll see why we're going to need that in a minute. And then so next we're going to make it go to x240, which is all the way at the end, and y negative 160. There we want them also okay, restart. We want them to be spaced out fairly well, but we also want them to be close enough to where it actually looks like one single type water thing. So this is going to be, I believe, 10 wide. No, never mind. It's not 10 wide. I believe it's either 10 or 20. No, never mind. It is 18. So right there, that's how. Okay, never mind. 16. So this is a 16 radius, I guess, for the dot, but we're not going to make it a dot. We're going to use a line, and then we want it to be a specific color that's about pink. It is, let's see, there are different ways that the colors are labeled. So color 0, saturation 50, and brightness 100. That's the color I use. You don't have to use that color necessarily, but it's fairly specific and easy to replicate so that we can save ourselves a lot of time in the future. Because the more of these sprites we have, the more coding we would have to do for this if we were to just all do them by name, and it just makes it a lot easier. So it's going to hide, and then it's going to repeat this 47 times. Create clone of myself, and then it's going to no. Next to that, you're going to put when I start as clone, show, and then change x by x pose or position. I'm just going to call it expose, but just know that's what I mean. And then in this one, we're going to do the same thing, but repeat 94 times, and then create clone of myself. And then you're going to have it change expose by -10. And at the end of that, you want it to set back to, or set the expose back to 0. There's a specific reason for that, and we'll get back to it later. And then when I start as clone, show, and change x by expose divided by 2. That way it's not spaced out as much as the actual bar at the bottom, which shows up to create the kind of river or lake effect. Now, always remember to save very often. That way, if like your browser tab closes for whatever reason, or your computer shuts down or has to restart, then you know all of your progress is saved. Um, Next, we're going to go for the ripple effect. So what we want to do is we want to have it continuously go up and down. So for that, I'll just do that real quick. Okay, now I need to try this. Just another day in the life of a coder. Whee! I'm not even disappointed. This is just kind of cool. Stay in school, kids. They teach you this bullcrap. So, after doing a lot of testing, I finally got this. At first, it doesn't look like much, but really quickly you notice that the water is pulsating in a very odd manner, I should say. How did I manage to do this? I don't really... Math did this. This here. So, this actually took a bit of research and whatnot to figure out. For those of you who don't know anything about math, actually, I just learned this today, but when you when you put in y equals sine and then in parentheses x, you get this wave. Now, if you put a t in that slot and make a slider for t, this works in Desmos actually best. You can make it go up and down, which is just kind of cool. But that's kind of off topic. So and in Scratch, if you go into operators and scroll all the way down in that, you get this ABS of, and under the drop down menu there is sine in there. So for the repeat 3, so for the first repeat 3, it goes change wave by sine of 1, and then for the other repeat 3, it's change wave by sine of -1, as you can clearly see. And then it's wait 1 second. Problem is, the moment this residue, shall we say, the red thing lands on the bottom, it kind of just stays there, which means it is ever changing this, which usually isn't a problem, but in this case it kind of is, because that is not the beat that this song goes to. If it were, then that would be a different thing, and in fact this would be kind of cool. I mean, it is cool anyway, but that's not really what we want. So, yeah, it's time to do some more fixing. You know, gotta be honest, after thinking of the beat of this thing, it goes perfectly with a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, it's fairly slow waltz, but it would go with it. Yeah, okay, so I've decided that that's where I'm going to finish this video off. Be sure to like and subscribe, or a strong PayPay will smash you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.